Hey guys, welcome to a book review. I just finished Old Flames by Jack Ketchum. Old Flames is the first novella in this collection of two. The second one is Right to Life. I'm going to discuss them both. So sorry about that. Any Ketchum fans, let me know what you think about this one, because as you'll see in this review, I'm not sure if his other books are similar to this. So yeah, I'm gonna start by reading the back. Burned again. Men never treated Dora well. This latest cheated on her and dumped her. The last decent guy she knew was her old high school boyfriend Jim. He'd said that he loved her. Maybe he did. So with the help of the flame finders, Dora's found him again. Turns out he's married with 2 kids, but Dora isn't about to let that stand in her way. That blurb makes it sound like Dora is some kind of psychopathic serial killer wanting to kill this guy's entire family to get back. Yeah, that's kind of how it is. But then again, it's not. I expected something a little more graphic with the first story. I wasn't the biggest fan of the first story. Sure, it was the better out of both of them in my opinion. But then again, it was decent. I'd say that would be a 2.5 out of 10. I mean 2.5 out of 5. Sorry. Because it was fine, it was entertaining, I did read it, so I will give it that, but for the violence that I was expecting, it didn't really deliver. That story, it was fine. I enjoyed the plot, and in my opinion, the characters weren't really explained all that well, and it kind of got confusing after a while, and also because of the short chapters and the titles being just the character's name, it's like, okay, who's who, what's going on, and then, yeah, it got a bit confusing after a while. I will admit, this one, the pool scene was fantastic. That was a great scene, and I really, really did enjoy it. But the rest, I wasn't the biggest fan of. I will admit, Ketchum, his openings, this is to both of these books, they start off with some kind of debate or argument or something uncomfortable happening. It was like this one started off with her and this guy just arguing with each other, and second one started off with they drove to the clinic in silence, so it sets up tense openings. But to me, having 2 stories in a row with a very similar opening kind of how would you put it, it kind of undermined it a bit. I think that's the right word. I'm not sure what the word is, but yeah, it kind of got a little boring after a while, and I have noticed that with a lot of Ketchum books. Even though I haven't read them, I have read openings and opening lines and stuff. He does that quite a bit, and I'm not a huge fan of openings that are all the exact same, or well, very similar. I like there to be a little bit of variety, but it's Ketchum's style. I can't really complain about that. So Old Flames, I enjoyed it. It was entertaining, and although some parts, in my opinion, did drag, and I wish there could have been a little bit more. Maybe I'm missing something, because he does write in a simplistic but also technical way, if that makes any sense at all. What he does is he has double meanings sometimes in sentences, and he uses a lot of metaphors and stuff like that, and I'm not the sharpest tool in the shed, and to me, I do kind of miss those, because I am a fast reader and I don't necessarily pay attention to every single word, although I do try to inhale every single word and every single scene. The way I would put my reading is I read about at the same pace as a movie. My mind is very fast, and I'm grateful for that. I'm grateful that I can read fast, but sometimes I do have to slow down and kind of be like, okay, what does that mean? And then I have to kind of decipher it, and then fucking 5 minutes have passed and I haven't even read a page. So that's my one gripe about Ketchum's writing. Please let me know if this is all similar or if I missed something. I do have some other Ketchum books to read. This is my first Ketchum book, and I'm not going to just dismiss him as an author because I didn't like one. I mean, it's not that I didn't like it, it was just okay. It was kind of average. I kind of expected a bit more, so I think I'm going to go into the next one with less expectations and kind of just read it and see what happens. After everybody online has been saying, oh my god, Jack Ketchum is the most disgusting, disturbing writer, I was like, okay, yeah, let's see. And I read the first story and I was like, really? Although it's not that book that they say is his most graphic and disgusting and all that. So that's Old Flames. Right to Life. This one I really did not like. I really didn't like the storyline whatsoever. It felt a little bit too modern. If you know, then you know. It felt very political, and to me it kind of felt a little bit unrealistic. Pretty much this woman, I forgot what her name is. Let me check. Fuck. Can't even... don't even know what her name is. That's really weird. Sarah, that's right, Sarah. I think, I'm not sure. I can't remember main characters' names. Anyway, I'm just going to say the woman. So, in this story, this woman and her partner, I think, that is another part that was not well explained. It kind of just said he has a wife and kids, or a kid, a son, and he's loyal in some weird ways. That's kind of pretty much what it said. Let me see here. I think it's in the first chapter somewhere. Nope. So it was kind of weird. Didn't really explain this man's correlation to the woman. And by the way the opening started, I was expecting a more subplot with this guy trying to figure out exactly where the woman is and trying to find her since she just randomly vanished. What truly happened is this man kidnapped her and is holding her hostage because she was going to abort the baby. That really did not seem realistic at all, in my opinion. It kind of... I can't really say what I want to say because I'll get cancelled and this fucking cancel culture bullshit will be up my ass. Pretty much to me it sounded like it read kind of like what people thought Trump was gonna do to women getting abortions. That's kind of what this read as. I'm not saying Ketchum is some fucking liberal or anything. I don't care about politics, but to me it kind of felt like that unrealistic, what do you call it? I'm not sure, but that's kind of what it felt like to me. But other than that, I would say it was the most graphic of the two. There were some parts that kind of made me go, ooh, that's nasty. But I did not enjoy the story at all. You can make it as violent, as graphic as you want, but if there's no real entertaining storyline and good characters, I'm not going to really enjoy it. I really could not care about these characters because it was kind of just like, okay, they're going to get an abortion and all we care about is this woman getting her abortion. And it's like that... I'm somebody who really... I'm not a woman, so I don't have a choice in that, so I really could not care. And I think the main character was kind of like... I did not understand this bit. She escaped. Again, everything kind of wasn't really clear in my mind. Maybe I'm too dumb to read Ketchum, but it was not clear because there was a bit where I believe she escaped and then she was found. But she was just laying low, sleeping with a cat. And I mean, wouldn't you just try to run as far away as you can? So that kind of confused me. And the ending, it was really, really, really odd. So I can barely remember exactly what happened, because it just went like that pretty much. And I wasn't a big fan of it at all. I was kind of just waiting for it to finish, which is not that great, if I'm being honest. But hey, I've got plenty more Ketchum books to read, so this is just the first, and sadly it's not one of my favourites, but I've got plenty more. I'm probably going to read about 2-3 more in this little section, because I do want to read Cover, Ladies Night and Joyride, because I have wanted to read all 3 of those. If not, I'll just read Cover and Joyride. But yeah, this one, Old Flames, I was not a fan of, sadly. First story was pretty good, it was alright. Second story I did not like at all. I borderline hated it. I found it to be very just kind of basic. There was no real gripping interest or care for the main character, and at this point it was kind of just the same thing, and I really could not care for the character. Maybe because I'm 16 at the moment and I don't really know jack shit about politics or anything, so this could be one that I do reread as an adult and be like, wow, that is really, really good and insightful. But at the moment I really was not interested or found myself intrigued with the characters. But then again, this is just one book. I'm not gonna judge all of Ketchum's book based off of one bad one. So yeah, it's a shame, but it happens. I mean, I'm not gonna sit here and lie and say, oh, it was the greatest book I've ever read. If I don't like a book, I'm gonna say it, and I don't like posting negative reviews. But if I don't like something, I'm just gonna say it. I kind of found in the second story, it kind of really tore this book in half, seriously. Literally and figuratively, because it literally is the halfway mark. And I was like, I think, I don't know, Ketchum could have done the first one better, in my opinion. I have personal, because if you guys aren't aware, I am an author. So personally, if I had written the book Old Flames with the plot, woman trying to track down her high school crush, I would have had that part where she was tracking down people, and then if they tried to get involved, she would kill them, all that kind of stuff. But this one, it kind of just seemed, okay, she got the address in like a day, and then she became friends with the wife, and then, spoiler alert, she killed the wife, and it was like, fucking hell. And it was like, oh, and he has 2 kids, a son and a daughter, and the daughter was like, you know, this new woman is trying to be like our mother, and it's like, okay, there was barely anything. I will admit, the characters in that one were much better. I really did enjoy the characters, but on the gore scale, I did not like it. Now, on the other hand, Right to Life on the gore scale, that was fucking brutal. There were some parts, it was very nasty. But then again, who knows? This is just the first Ketchum book in it I've ever read properly. I have technically read Off-Season and Offspring, but in that, I just skimmed the pages pretty much. I would be like, okay, that happened, that happened, and then you know, just skimming it and being like, okay, ooh, oh wow, ooh, and then I'd finish, I'd be like, what the fuck even happened? So yeah, I'll plan to, this is my first official Ketchum read, Wow, this is a long review. So yeah, please let me know what you think of this one. If I've missed anything, please let me know. There were some parts where, particularly where it was dragging, I was kind of like, okay, yeah, go on. I was skimming it a little. I will admit, I do like Ketchum's use of dialogue. That's something that you don't really see in horror. Dialogue-heavy books, partially why I like Richard Lehman so much, because there's a lot of dialogue. It kind of adds more suspense, and yeah. So, yeah, overall, this is a 2.5 out of 5 stars. I enjoyed the first story, but the second one was really terrible. But yeah, let me know what you think, and I'll see you guys for another video very soon. I'm on the fence about reading either Cover or Joyride. I have been wanting to read Joyride for a long time, but I've never really gotten around to it, so why not do it now? I mean, I've got good enough chance as any. Good enough opportunity as any, so I may as well just get stuck into it and read it. So expect a review on either Joyride, Cover, or Ladies' Night in the next couple days. And I'll see you guys for another video very soon. So take care, and thank you for watching. If you've watched up until the end, yeah, I'm very much looking forward to posting more reviews. Take care, and I'll see you guys for another video soon.